Discover how Zoe's nutrition insights go into my dietary inflammation profile, which is what we'll be reviewing today. By the end of the video, you'll see the insights that Zoe can give you. It's helped me lose 16 kilograms in 4 months, and I don't want to stop doing it. So enjoy. So this is the first part of the 2 PDFs that Zoe provided me. So let's dive right in. Here's your insights report, dietary inflammation profile, part 1 only. But yeah, these are the 3 sections that they've given me here in this PDF. Introduction, dietary inflammation profile, and introduction to food scores. So yeah, I think if you've sort of been around this channel, which I guess most of you haven't, I've spoken about this a little bit already in my shorts, but you know, earlier on in this video as well, such as the tests. We're now going through phase 2, which is the learn, and I'm doing the apply myself, and this is where I'm learning. I've been doing it for 4 months, and I know enough now to come out with these sorts of videos, so stick around for those ones. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. I'd be interested to know what sort of food choices and implementations that you've already tried that worked for you, so comment in the section down below. So scientific approach, it's about stabilising your blood sugar and fat levels and boosting your gut bacteria. It's the key to achieving a healthy weight and improving your long-term health, such as my dad. You know, 59 years old, reached his goal weight, and yeah, like I said, wants to be kayaking on holiday still when he's like 70, in his late 60s, whatever. But yeah, the 3 combinations are gut health, blood sugar, and blood fat, right there. Moving on to my dietary inflammation profile. How susceptible are you to dietary inflammation? In my experience, pretty susceptible, but let's see what this says. Analyse blood fat and sugar responses to the food using data from your finger prick blood test and blood sugar sensor. The combination of these factors, together with details you shared in your health profile, helps us understand your dietary inflammation profile and calculate your personalised ZOE scores. So yeah, it's a combination of your blood sugar and blood fat responses to certain foods, and my overall health questionnaires that I mentioned that I filled out. Moving on to my blood sugar control. Quick reminder, what is blood sugar control? So basically, after a meal, we see that food causes large spikes and that it takes longer for the body to return to normal levels. Controlling these blood sugar spikes helps reduce inflammation, sustain energy, control hunger, and reduces the risk of diabetes and heart disease. All of which, besides the bottom 2, I can say I've definitely felt I've had control of. Definitely have reduced inflammation, much more sustained energy, and definitely controlled hunger, which is also helped by Willie's apple cider vinegar, which you should check out in the link in the descriptions down below. Yeah, they've given a nice little graph over here. This is normal, that's large, there you go. Blood sugar control. How is it calculated? Blood sugar score shows how well your body handles blood sugar after you eat. It takes into account 4 things. Your blood sugar rise after eating standardized test meals compared to thousands of other people we've tested. Those would be the test cookies. So we assume you followed the recommended guidance for eating the set meals. I did. Fasting and doing your blood test. If you deviated from this may have impacted your results. I didn't do any of that, so it hasn't impacted my results, hopefully. Your predicted fasting measures of glucose and triglycerides from your 6-hour blood test. Your blood sugar readings from the blood sugar sensor, your self-declared health profile and measurements including your family history and whether you have any existing conditions. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, as you can tell, Zoe, here's the key up here, Zoe is the grey, I'm the red. So we compared your blood sugar responses to standardized test meals and a normalized set of other meals you ate, if applicable to thousands of other people who tested in our studies and products. So moving on to dietary inflammation profile, your blood sugar control. So here we can see a visual I've shared in my shorts before, but this is common thing to see. I'm a 54, just above the average, but still only just. So terrible. But that's supposed to say +4. So we use this to predict the rise of blood sugar after meals and its health impact for you for different foods. Will it change? Your age, health and lifestyle have a big influence on your blood sugar control. So you may see changes in associated health markers such as your fasting cholesterol or triglyceride levels as you improve your diet and lifestyle. Calculated by comparing you to over 2,000 people in their studies and product with a wide distribution of age and sex. So there we go. So how to manage your blood sugar responses. Use this ZOE app to get personalised food scores that take into account your blood sugar control. You'll be able to see your predicted blood sugar responses to any food. Eating a diet of high-scoring foods can help you manage your blood sugar responses and avoid dietary inflammation. But remember, it's not about blood sugar. Stabilising your blood sugar and fat responses and boosting your gut health is the key to achieving a healthy weight and improving your long-term health. The app can help you decide which foods to eat, how to combine them or swap different foods, so you can optimise your responses. Remember, blood sugar responses are only part of the picture. ZOE will help you stabilise your blood sugar and fat levels and boost your gut bacteria. Give it a nice visual there. Definitely used to this visual, and I sometimes click through on this visual. Probably need to pay more attention to this because I've been getting some warning signs about too much low quality fat, and I'm in conversation with some of their scientists on the client services line. Brilliant, you're able to just dip in and out of the conversation as you please. They don't end up closing the ticket, so it's really good care they give you, to be fair. But yeah, in conversation about that, because I don't particularly understand it too much, I think it's just having meals too close together, because I don't really have breakfast at breakfast time and now eat breakfast around 2 o'clock. It's normally seasonal. I end up eating later as soon as it starts getting warmer, which is done here in the UK. It's first time it's sort of hitting 20 degrees, 19 degrees ish. But yeah, I need to pay more attention to that, and I'll try my best, because my next task in ZOE is to reach 75 plus meals. I've had 50 school days as my target for the first 4 months, which I can happily say I've been doing quite well on. Obviously the odd day where don't let that happen, but yeah, 75 plus is now my target. I'm in that phase of the ZOE project, so yeah. If you remember the visual from before, I'm in that phase 4 or phase 5, I think it is, that M1. But yeah, quick reminder, what is blood fat control? You may remember that certain foods release fats that circulate in your blood for longer than others. We also know that on average it takes 6 to 8 hours for blood fats to clear after a single meal. Blood fat control indicates how well you can clear fats from your blood and your body's ability to handle fat-rich foods. Controlling your blood fat level helps reduce dietary inflammation and is better for your long-term health. How is it calculated? Blood fat control score shows how well your body handles blood fat after you eat. It takes into account 3 things. My triglyceride rise after eating standardized test meals compared to thousands of other people they've tested. My estimated fasting cholesterol predicted by using my 6-hour blood test, and my self-declared health profile and measurements, including my family history and whether you have any existing conditions. Pretty much the same as the blood sugar control, sorry. So yeah, we can move on with that. Blood fat rise graph, as you can tell, is visibly pretty different. The grey still being the population, and the red dotted line is my 6-hour fat rise, which seems pretty alright. What's this? Triglyceride rises. Interesting. Yeah. So we use your blood test and our advanced algorithm to analyse my blood fat rise after I ate standardised test meals, compared against thousands of other people in their studies and from. Dietary information profile, my blood fat control. Here we go. The visual again, I'm a 31, I'm in the poor range, that definitely needs to be improved. We use this to predict the rise of blood fat after meals and its health impact for me with different foods. Will it change? My age, health and lifestyle have a big influence on my blood fat control. So I may see changes in associated health markers such as my fasting, cholesterol and triglyceride levels. Again, same page as blood sugar, not much information there. How to manage blood fat responses. Again, the stuff in the app. This visual being the one I need to pay more attention to going into the deeper phases of the ZOE project. But again, I'm really enjoying it, so happily gonna be doing that. An introduction to food scores. Here we go. First things first, here is the science behind your personalised food scores. Our scores are built on science, which has compared me with thousands of people, different age, ethnicity, sex, health, etc. in the largest and most in-depth nutritional research program in the world, open to the public, with scientists from Harvard, Chan School of Public Health, Massachusetts General Hospital, Stanford University and King's College London. I believe that's where Tim Spector works. I don't believe I know. This groundbreaking research allows us to predict how I will respond to food, including for items I've never tried, helping me find the best foods for my body. Foundations of our scores. You'll respond to food differently, so your responses to food can vary significantly from my friends. This is because I'm with different people with different biologies. Some food can be an occasional treat for some, while a regular food for others. Understanding your body's response helps us generate a score just for me. Their research looked at millions of readings like this from thousands of participants. We use this blood sugar data alongside my blood fat control and gut health to generate my unique food scores. So a visual over there, blood sugar responses, pretty average again. Blood fat responses, we see 10 times difference in responses. Our science shows a huge variation in blood sugar and blood fat responses for thousands of participants after the exact same standardized test meals in our PREDICT study. So our science shows it's not about calorie counting, it's about food quality. High quality food feeds the beneficial bacteria in our gut. That is why it just makes sense that 200 calories of an orange is better than 200 calories of a donut. So forget counting calories. Looking off to the side, so 3/4 of a donut is 200 calories, whereas 1.5 oranges is 200 calories. So there you go. Interesting. Foods with quality calories help you deliver a healthy gut, stabilise blood sugar and fat responses, and avoid dietary inflammation. The ZOE app will help you find tons of quality foods for your blood, your body. We believe no food is off limits. Food is meant to be enjoyed, so our scores are designed to help you make better choices around food in a way which you enjoy and sustain. Banishing whole categories of food is tricky. It's much better to learn how to make food work for you, so that's what we'll do. The Meal Builder and Journal in the ZOE app will teach you how to combine foods, even low-scoring ones, and how to sequence your meals throughout the day to avoid dietary inflammation and improve your gut health. We believe again it is important to eat a diverse range of high-scoring foods. That's where they say eat 30 portions of plant a week. So a healthy gut is key for long-term health. This means you need to feed good microbes in your gut. They all have different food preferences, meaning you need to eat lots of different high-scoring foods. By eating this way, you improve your gut health and reduce dietary inflammation. This may reduce long-term health risks like heart disease and diabetes, keep you feeling fuller for longer, and reduce cravings. And it will also help you lose weight sustainably, which is what I've been banging on about. So how are your unique food scores calculated? We've used your results to score and predict your responses for millions of foods. This includes all the whole foods you can imagine, as well as thousands of meal suggestions and branded products. We use artificial intelligence to compare your test results with thousands of people who participated in the PREDICT studies. This allows us to provide a score personalised to you and predict how you'll respond, even for foods you've never tried. So an intro to food scores, using your scores. So for me, a donut would score as a 3, white bread as a 28, so that cheese is 72, and an apple is 100. So your scores are unique to you, indicate the impact a food or meal will have on your biology after eating it. We split your scores into 4 colour-coded ranges to guide you on how much and how frequently you should eat them. Intro to food scores again, using your scores. So I'm a bit colourblind with reds, greens, oranges and yellows, particularly when they're close together. I think that's green or something. Oh no, red. Which suggests once in a while, 0 to 24. Enjoy in moderation, enjoy regularly, enjoy freely. So yeah, there you go. Scale. Why are super green foods so great? We call the top scoring items super green foods. The beauty of these items is that you can enjoy them freely. There is no need for calorie counting or obsessively weighing them. Super green foods tend to sustain your energy for longer, which can naturally help fight hunger. So you're free to enjoy these foods as much as you like. Don't expect miracles here though. Some of these food scores may be more obvious than others. The best and worst foods are likely to include things you've heard to eat or avoid before. Unfortunately, donuts will not be getting a great score for anyone anytime soon. Don't worry. You can still incorporate such foods in your diet by combining them with other foods in order to get a good day score. Magic happens in the middle. What may be less familiar is how your body responds to the foods in the middle. Knowing which of these is better or worse for you is key to unlocking your metabolism. It will also teach you how to combine different scoring items together to create great, well-balanced meals, and how to sequence your meals in order to get high-scoring days. So, a lot of factors go into calculating your food scores. We start from the nutritional content of the food and your unique dietary information profile. With cutting-edge science and technology, we are able to predict the impact of the food on your body. We are able to predict the impact of the food on your biology and your blood sugar and fat responses and gut bacteria. That impact is represented with a score. Personalised scores, there's quite a lot of stuff going on there. So let's do the stuff in the nutritional factors first. So amount of carbs, carb quality, amount of fat, fat quality, amount of protein, amount of fibre, fibre quality, processing level, and epidemiological evidence. And my biological factors: my blood sugar control, my blood fat control, my medical history, my sex, my age, and my microbiome. What about combining foods? Our scores do the hard work for you. As you can see, calculating your unique score for a food can be complicated. So when you start to build meals with many ingredients, it can get even more complicated. Thankfully, your scores put the best minds of nutritional science right there in your pocket to help you decide. Pretty convincing. Use the meal builder in the ZOE app to discover your score and get real-time feedback on your blood sugar and fat responses and gut microbes. Here we're looking at a pot of noodles with some, looks like chicken. Oh no, it's down here. Oh no, it's not. Chicken, some vegetables, some chilies. I can see there's some sesame seeds sprinkled on, some parsley. We can see a good blood sugar response on that, an excellent blood fat response on that, and a poor gut health impact. And that's probably because of the noodles. So I'll be looking to use shirataki noodles that I mentioned in my other video. So the power of combining foods. Let's take a peek inside the magic of combining foods. Take a simple sandwich. There are many ways you could cut this, and different sandwich combos can have very different impacts on my blood sugar and fat responses and gut microbes. The combination of fats and carbs, as well as their quality and quantity, all contribute to the score. So they've got a pretty cool cross dynamic here. So no bread if I just had them on their own. Yeah, there you go. Again, no filling. Again, if I just had them on their own. So what we want to really be looking at here is, let me draw on this. You want to be looking at this sort of score. If that's aside, this sort of score. Avocado, hummus and lettuce, which is incredible together in bread or flatbread, whatever you fancy, with whole wheat bread there. And I'll be having even better stuff now because I found the best bread in London. It is just incredible. I can't hide myself from it. It's just so good. Brown sourdough, covered in pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds, just incredibly tasty. Had my first slice, had to have a second straight away. Again, allowed myself with that. So, how you sequence your meals matters. Intro to day scores. So, intro to food scores, the impact of meal sequencing. Remember that 6-hour fat clearance, we scored days to cover that too. This doesn't mean you need to wait 6 hours between every bite, but even healthy fats like avocado take time to clear from your blood. The ZOE app will factor this into your day score and help you understand when to have less. It's a great way to learn how to sequence your meals and get the most from your blood and get the most from your food and body. There you go, sequencing it. If I have an avocado just before 8, then have an avocado just after 12, then have an avocado just before 8. My day score will decrease even though an avocado is 100 scoring food. Needs to look out for that. That's what I mean when I'm getting that warning sign. So my day scores, based on my biology, our day scores show how the meals you've eaten over the day contribute to that diet that's healthy for you. They take into account the impact on your blood sugar and fat responses and gut bacteria. The way your response to one meal will impact your response to the next. Epidemiological evidence for the benefit of or harm of different foods. Our scores are always improving. As we continue to analyse the data from our studies and participants like me, their knowledge of how to understand my biology and its interaction with food will improve. This means my scores may change in the future, and that's fine. I think it's just at the moment teaching myself this mentality around food, learning for it, and they've got, I think, something over 400,000 foods and drinks in their database now. The only thing is I really struggle to sort of scan our foods I get from the Asian supermarket with my girlfriend. So yeah, what's next? Here we go. My results are just the beginning. So this is the testing weekend that I spoke about earlier, but yeah, that brings that section to the end. Let me know which section interested you the most. Comment down in the section down below, and yeah, like I said, if this is good for you, be sure to check out ZOE with the link in the description down below, because you can get 10% off your first order as well. If you want to see the full review, you can click through here to see all the benefits and see a full in-depth review. Outside of that, before ZOE, I started taking this stuff, Willie's apple cider vinegar. You can also see a link for that in the description down below, where I talk about the top 20 benefits that I've experienced, that I've also researched about. It's helped me lose 16 kilograms in 4 months, and I don't want to stop.